Well, welcome to the October edition of Cornerstone Presents. I'm Richard Montez, and welcome to Texas, the state fair of Texas. I just arrived here a few days ago, but I want to show you all that the Lord did this last month in Croatia. Here's a short report.
Well, talk about busy. I left Holland and flew to Croatia for a whirlwind tour. I was met by my dear friend and president of Cornerstone Croatia, Vlado Hoblaj. We went from Zagreb to Rijeka for a quick meeting regarding our Christmas production, Two from Galilee. We met with Igor Chernugel, my dear friend and director of the theater there. Then we left for Osijek, in the northeast corner of the country near Serbia. We arrived and went straight into auditions. We had over 100 people audition for this newest musical. Wow! We had our first rehearsal and even posed for a picture with the new cast. Next, I went on to Čakovec in north central Croatia. We had auditions for a Christmas musical and saw other friends as well. Next, it was back to Rijeka for the auditions for Two from Galilee. I stayed with dear friends Pastor Vladislav and Melania in nearby Karlovac. I had some of my Ukrainian actors arrive from Kiev, Ukraine, as they will be a part of our musical the following week. With 3 sets of auditions finally over, I was able to go on to Rijeka on the southwest part of Croatia. It is beautiful, as we're right on the Adriatic coast. It was here that I met Ruben Sechan, who's the coordinator for the musical that we'll be doing here. I went into interviews for television, for radio, and for newspapers, all talking about my work around the world, but for me, it's a great opportunity to promote the production and to promote the Lord. Posters were going up around the city. We would be performing at the beautiful Hrvatska Dom Kultura in the center of Rijeka. My crew arrived and they started unloading and putting up the decorations on the stage. My actors converged on Rijeka from 6 different cities in Croatia, including actors from Ljubljana, Slovenia, and Dnipropetrovsk, Ukraine. Talk about an international cast. We had one very long rehearsal, and by the next day, we were ready for performances. We opened our first show at 9 a.m. to hundreds of school children. The Lord has opened up the doors for us to minister to the school system all over Croatia. Wow, what an opportunity. We prayed and we opened the show. The actors were just great, and the children loved the show. Again, we did another show at noon, and then another one in the evening. We were all tired, but so happy with all that the Lord was doing. We did another round of performances the second day, and were able to touch almost 5,000 people with the message of Joseph, and of course Jesus, and forgiveness and reconciliation. I had a friend from Italy, Sergio Gattalo, come to visit me and to see the production, as well as Richard Toman, my dear friend from Poland, who drove down just to come experience the production. On our last performance, the cast and crew posed for their traditional pictures, and the actors were so excited they could have just kept on performing. I celebrated my birthday in Rijeka with my Ukrainian friends, and the following day, on my actual birthday, I traveled to Plivice in central Croatia. It's one of the most beautiful places on earth and is listed as one of UNESCO's World Heritage Sites, known for the hundreds, perhaps thousands of waterfalls. Truly breathtaking. I headed back to Osijek for more rehearsals with my new cast of Joseph, and then I went on to Zagreb in order to fly home to the United States.
Wow, can you believe all that was going on there in Croatia? It's amazing how we're able to reach the entire country, and it's going to take us years to do it, but we're up for the challenge. Well, that wraps up this month's edition of Cornerstone Presents. For more information, you can log on to www.cornerstonearts.com. But for now, we've got a lot of work here in Dallas as we present The View in Allen, Texas, up in the north. So please keep us in prayer, won't you? Well, that's it. For Cornerstone Presents, I'm Richard Montez.